everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. Today I got friend mail, and it's going to be a tag. It's a winter tag, and I was tagged by Vicki Marie, Living Life, and it's a collab that Lori is doing. Michelle, Adventures in Keto. Lori, FNM Lifestyle. And Living Life was Vicki Marie. The three of them are in a collab. It's an open collab, so anybody that wants to do this, I will put the questions underneath in the more sections, so if you want to do it. But I'm going to tag 3 people, and the 3 people I'm going to tag are Glow Chicks, which is Gloria, Connections of Lives and Interest, which is Sharon, and My Alabama Life, which is Kathleen. I'm tagging you to do this winter tag. And the winter tag, I was tagged by Vicki Marie. There's 15 questions in the tag, but before we go to the tag, we'll tell you about the friend mail. I got friend mail today from Tommy G and Purple on 3. I opened the envelope just to make it easier. Oh, this is adorable. It's pictures of 2 little children and their sheep. And it says peace. Same pictures on the back. It's the Native American cards. Purple on 3 gave me her sticker, which is a magnet, which is perfect because I've been putting them on my steel door. Thank you, Jody. This is wonderful. And it says, Dear Mary, Grace, and Jim, wishing you the peace of Christmas, and may your new year shine with possibilities. Wishing you the blessed Christmas and a happy new year. Tommy and Jody. Thank you very much, Tommy, and thank you very much, Jody. This is adorable. This is very pretty. Very pretty. Thank you for your thoughtful card. Now we'll go to the tag, and 15 questions in the tag. It says, what is your favorite quote? Well, I don't have really a favorite quote, but the one thing that comes to my mind all the time, and I don't know where he got it, but it was one of the old guys when I worked at the county home. He said, no, it was not one of those guys. It was one at the McDonald's. I got mixed up for a minute. I did learn a lot from the guys from the county home. They had a lot of sayings, but this one came from one at McDonald's when I was working there. And every day he'd ask me to repeat it because I used to reverse some of the words, and he says, nope, not yet. And so then I finally got it, and he was happy with it. And the quote is, your kindness shall never be erased from the tablets or memory of my heart. And I don't know where he got it. I don't know who wrote it, but he liked it apparently, and he was passing it on to me, and so I'm passing it on to you. Aside from necessities, what is one thing you could not go a day without? Probably coffee, because I drink an awful lot of coffee. But I put creamer in the coffee, and I put chocolate protein powder in the coffee. And what are your hobbies? Well, I like a lot of things. I do a lot of paper crafts, and I like to make beads, but they're out of paper. I like to crochet. I like to knit. Things that have cost nothing, I like to use that. The only thing is the yarn does cost. How do you prefer to exercise in the winter? Well, I don't really exercise like you should exercise. But I do every now and then. I'll put the weights on my legs, go up and down my stairs, and I will dance around the house. I will do countertop push-ups. We'll ride the
recliner bike.
Yeah, I ride that. I do have a treadmill, but I don't use that very often. And what is your favorite soup? Well, I jumped around. Whoops. What are your hobbies? Those were hobbies. Okay. How do you prefer to exercise in the winter? That was done. What is the last book you read? Well, the last book I read probably was a child's book. Whoops. The Trouble with Tink, and Tink North of Netherland is in here. It's just a child's book, and it's got some pretty nice pictures in it. They're really colorful pictures. The kids like to hear the stories of these. Have you ever been snow skiing? No. Well, on a pair of homemade ones, but never at a resort.
Never at a resort.
What is my favorite soup? I like potato soup, but it's potato, cheese, and broccoli, or I like French onion soup. I like those. I just like soup. Favorite activity to do in the winter now and as a child? Well, I don't play in the snow now. It's too cold. But as a child, I used to dig tunnels in the snowbanks that my dad used to push with the plow. And we used to go and sit in there, and it was like building our own little igloo, but we didn't do blocks. We just hollowed out a good spot, and then we used to sit in there, and it was actually out of the wind, and it did feel warmer. Would you rather go ice skating or rollerblading? Well, I do have a pair of rollerblades. It's not easy. People make it look like it's so easy. It's not. I prefer to be on the 4 wheels. But if you're going to be outside, the 2 wheels are safer because less likely to trip over a tiny pebble. Mittens or gloves? I prefer mittens, but I do wear gloves. It's crazy. I prefer the one but wear the other. Hardback book or a Kindle or online format or other online formats. Well, I listen to audiobooks online, but I do like the hard copy. This is a hard copy. I prefer hard copy. I've never read on a Kindle. Do you listen to podcasts, and is there one that is good and you need to share with others? Well, the things that I listen to are cleaning and finances, but Jim listens to podcasts. Who do you listen to?
Mo Rocca, Mobituaries.
He does a lot of keto kind of people.
Dr. Saladino and Dr. Anthony Gustin.
What is your favorite winter memory as a child? Well, the only memory I have is when my dad would make, I guess it was snow cream is what they call it. It's where he would take the snow and mix it with milk, and he'd put a little vanilla in it, I think, and a little honey. I don't remember even how he made it, to be honest, but it was very good. And do you have a winter tradition? No, not really. And do you prefer card games or board games? Well, when we're camping, we play card games. When I was young, I played board games, a lot of board games. We used to play board games all the time. In fact, we played Monopoly, and the Monopoly game was lasting 3 days. And I said, I really want to quit. And my brother Joe goes, you can't quit. You're the one that's winning. So I ended up having to play the game to the very end. Yesterday was the shortest day of the year, so now well,
technically not. It was the shortest daylight of the year.
Daylight of the year, yeah. Where's the shortest day? Is there a short day?
Nope. Every day is still 24 hours.
Okay, shortest daylight day. Then there's 1 month that's short, but that's different too. But we should start to gain a few seconds every day. And I think by January you gain, by the end of January,
4 or 5 minutes or more.
I think it was a minute. It said in 3 minutes by February or something like that. I don't know. It's not very fast. It's going to be slow going. So, well, anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.